Michael Jackson only married Lisa Marie Presley to get hold of Elvis and x27. Music Collection. News Corp is a network of leading companies in the worlds of diversified media, news, education, and information services. They married when King of Pop was facing questions over his relationships with young boys. Michael Jackson and x27's maid claims the star never loved his first wife Lisa Marie Presley and was using her to bag her dad Elvis and x27. Huge catalog. Adrian McManus, who worked for the King of Pop for 4 years, had a unique insight into the couple and x27's brief relationship. McManus, 56, was speaking to Mail Online backs a similar claim made in the documentary Leaving Neverland. James Safechuck, who claims he was raped by Jackson, alleges the singer told him his relationships with women were all to show he was normal. The King of Pop's unlikely union with Ms. Jackson was facing unprecedented scrutiny about his private life, namely, his string of close friendships with little boys. But Ms. McManus insists Jackson did not love Presley, but he was planning to usurp rights to her dad's fortune and rights to more than 1,000 of Elvis and x27 songs. Less than a decade before he had managed to take control of Beatles' back catalog. Ms. McManus said she felt sorry for Presley, who was a singer and model when she and Jackson first got together in 1993. She said, "What I felt with Lisa Marie, she was very kind. I think she really liked him, and the sad part is I had read notes that Michael had in his bedroom. He wrote a note on his bedroom in x27 to do an x27 board, which, it was pinned up on a piece of paper in ink, next to notes saying things like, I want to heal the universe and I want to walk hand in hand with Prince Andrew and x27's children. I thought his Elvis note was a business plan, like when he bought the Beatles catalog. So I don't an x27 think he was being genuine to her. He wanted Elvis and x27 legacy, and I think." McManus, speaking from her home in Nipomo, California, also alleges the couple did not have sex. The Sun Online has contacted Lisa Marie and x27's representative for a comment. I don't an x27 think he was being genuine to her. While Jackson had brief romances with actresses Tatum O'Neal and Brooke Shields in the late 1970s and early 80s, by the mid-80s his romantic relationships appeared non-existent. But it was during this time Jackson was regularly seen in public with a succession of preteen male companions. Among them Wade Robson, James Safechuck, and Jordan Chandler, all of whom would go on to accuse Jackson of molesting them. It was his relationship with Chandler that would turn the speculation about Jackson's close friendships with young boys into a media storm. In 1993, Jordan and x27's father accused Jackson of molesting him, claiming he revealed the details of their sexual encounters while under the influence of drugs during a dental procedure. That case was settled out of court as the Chandlers receiving a reported $22 million. But it meant the spotlight was firmly on Jackson's unusual personal life. I remember Michael saying to me that he's going to have these public relationships with women, so that people don't think anything, James Safechuck reveals in the harrowing Channel 4. He would always say that he'd have to go get married at some point, but that it wouldn't mean anything. On May 26, 1994, 1 year after the Chandler sex abuse case was settled, Jackson and Presley wed at a ceremony in the Dominican Republic. They'd first met in 1974, when Jackson was 16 and Presley was 6, and had struck up a friendship as adults in 1992, speaking on the phone regularly since then. Despite their long friendship, at the time of their wedding, neither the press nor public was aware that the pair even knew each other. The wedding was kept secret for 2 months until Presley confirmed the union in a statement declaring, "I am very much in love with Michael, I dedicate my life to being his wife. I understand and support him. We both look forward." Presley was already the mother of 2 young children, a 5-year-old daughter and 18-month-old son. She had divorced their father, musician Danny Kia, just 20 days before she and Jackson married. Jackson had always been guarded about his private life, complaining of constant tabloid intrusion, but all that changed when he had a wife. They first appeared on TV together at the 1994 MTV Video Music Awards, their brief appearance on stage apparently serving solely as a chance to parade their relationship to the public. "Just think nobody thought this would last," Jackson said as he gestured to his wife of 3 months, before they wrapped their arms around each other and locked lips. From there, the pair courted the media, sitting down with journalist Diane Sawyer in June 1995 for a lengthy televised interview. The questions were confronting. Sawyer, clearly incredulous, was upfront with Jackson about his child sex abuse allegations. She asked, "What is a 36-year-old man doing sleeping with a 12-year-old boy, you or a series of them?" He replied, "I've never invited anyone into my bed, you ever. Children love me." Presley defended her husband, saying she'd seen the children he surrounded himself with. She said they don't even let him go to the bathroom without running in there with him. When he jumps in the bed, I am even out. He jumps in there with." Asked if she would let her own son do that, Presley added, "If I didn't know Michael, no way. But I happen to know who he is and what he is, and I know that he's not like that. I know that he has it." And quizzed on their sex life, she added, "Do we have sex?" "Yes, yet." Their public displays of affection even extended into Jackson's music career. The video for his 1995 single You Are Not Alone was inexplicably filled with scenes of the couple lounging together naked. Presley filed for divorce in early 1996, citing irreconcilable differences and noting in her filing that they had separated in December 1995, shortly after Jackson had been hospitalized after a collapse. As part of the settlement, Presley received 10% of the royalties from Jackson's Greatest Hits collection History, which featured the single You Are Not Alone. Despite their split, the pair were spotted together throughout 1997 and 1998, and she traveled with him on tour and spent her birthday with him. Jackson then wed longtime friend Debbie Rowe in November 1996 in Sydney while on the Australian leg of his History World Tour. Their even more unconventional union lasted just 3 years, during which time Rowe gave birth to Jackson's 2 eldest children, Prince and Paris. In 2003, Lisa Marie insisted their marriage was genuine if unorthodox. She sat down again with Sawyer, 8 years on from the car crash interview soon after the wedding. She said, "It's unfortunate that not a lot of people know who he really is because he doesn't let anybody see it. He has an idea of how he should represent himself to the public which he thinks works for him, which is that sort of meek, victim, quiet thing that he does," Presley said. "He wants to lock into you and he wants to intrigue you and capture you, and whatever he wants to do with you, he can do it. He's very capable. I fell in love with him, I did. Everything I said." A version of this article first appeared on We Pay for Your Stories. Do you have a story? Our journalists strive for accuracy, but on occasion we make mistakes. For further details.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.